Okay, I'm going to call to order the RTM committee meeting of the Education and Recreation Committee on January 18th, 2022. It is 8:29 p.m. and this is Marcy Spolier, the chair of the Education and Recreation Committee. I'm going to ask our Secretary, Representative Horton, to take the roll.
Okay. Representative McDermott.
Here.
Representative Spolier, you're here. I'm here. Representative Barrett. There. Sorry, Steve.
Oh,
your name
here.
Sorry.
My bad.
Alice Zesson. Representative Tinto.
Here.
Representative Tallman. We lost him somewhere. And Representative Durrell.
Here.
Great, good. So we have 6 present and 2 absent. We'll go on to just review. Did everyone have an opportunity to review the minutes from the last committee meeting on January 18th, 2022? Do I have a motion to approve the committee meeting minutes from January 18th, 2022?
Mark McDermott, I'll make the motion.
All right, Mark will make a motion, and I think I heard Alex for the second.
Yes.
Any discussion on the minutes?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Anyone abstaining? All right, that passes 6-0. They're not a voting item, but does anyone want to discuss the blight officer report? Item number 3 on the agenda.
No, I'm just going to guess. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Representative Horton.
I guess I would be curious to just, and maybe it's just more of a process question, because there clearly seems to be some properties that, while they don't meet the legal definition at this point for blight in that one case, or then others where, like, I just don't know what the recourse is after a point when there's this. I mean, that was shocking to me, that there's this landlord that has these vacant properties accruing fines and sort of doesn't seem to care. And I just don't know what the legal recourse is after a certain point.
I think Attorney Baldwin was looking into some of that. It sounds like there is legal recourse. It's whether or not the town wants to pursue it or not, correct? Is that the understanding I understood?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Anyone else have any comments on the blight?
That's what I thought he said, that he can pursue and was looking into that.
Okay.
Did someone else? I thought I heard someone
else's voice. Yeah, it's Mark McDermott. I mean, this person owns 2 separate properties that are blighted, and we don't know how many more, and maybe more, and he's got $100,000 in fines already. It's probably time for the town to take some sort of action against him.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Does he respond, or have they been able to get in touch with him? The
Sounds like it. He just won't comply.
Well, the sense I got is that he'll just pay the fines, which seems like, I don't know, maybe I was wrong on that. Maybe they're not paying the fines even, but write the check and not fix the property?
Yeah, they're not. He's not paying the fines. That's
he's
what's accrued right now.
Right.
He's paying his taxes. He's not paying the fines.
Okay.
And he's not improving the property.
Gotcha.
He's not.
He feels he has the right to blight.
He's not unblighting the property.
Yeah, it's his property. What are you going to do? I mean, there isn't much. I mean, granted, there'll be some legal recourse eventually, but I mean, the houses aren't on fire. I mean, I know where they both are. In my district, I walked past them. You move on. I mean, they're not crack houses. I do know that. There aren't homeless people living there.
Yeah, but there are safety issues, especially for families.
I know exactly what they're talking about. I live much closer to the Tom and Marston, Tom and Sharon are talking about. Oh well, I don't know what else to say.
All right. Did anyone else have any comments on the blight?
Nope.
Okay. Seeing none, we can move on to about any comments about. Oh, I skipped 2. I'm so sorry. About the leases. Any comments regarding the leases? Going 1.
Mark McDermott. I guess hopefully the representatives that had questions that were unanswered will send those through me to get answered. I would say we probably need an updated lease report, at least to show the new leases that were added, why we're down $11,000 from last year. I mean, especially in this up market.
Mark,
yeah. Is Jim Baldwin in charge of the leases and negotiating them?
Yes. Yes, he is.
I was curious why. I mean, like Child's Garden, they're, as an example, like they keep charging families more money, but why? And yet their lease doesn't seem to go up. Kind of sequential, correlating that, I guess.
Their lease goes up. I guess they probably have some sort of X percentage agreement every. I think they're probably. I don't know for sure. I think they're on a year-to-year lease now. I'm not sure of Mr. Bateson's assessment of. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know for a fact, but in the capital planning, Brenda put in. I mean, to me, it's a new senior center. It's not necessarily going to be at Oldfield. It would be something that's maybe built somewhere else, or something else that's taken over, or anything. But it's 10 years down the road anyway. So I would suspect that. I mean, both of my kids. We moved here, and it's been there at least 17 years since I've lived here, because both of my kids have gone to Child's Garden. Thank God it was there. Trust me. Thank God.
I went there as well, and I'm almost 40. So, but I thought Jill had a great point about the pilot house. I didn't realize that they were operating just so infrequent.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a problem the last couple of years. I mean, COVID actually did that, but then this whole thing with the utilities bill was a bone of contention. So, we do need more. We do need more senior housing, affordable housing for seniors, and it's probably the perfect place to do that. I don't know if the pilot house could go somewhere else and function.
They have another location, don't they? Have a farm?
Yeah, but I don't.
On Reading Road.
I don't think that they have
party there,
like the indoor space like they do at the other one. But I'm not clear on.
The one on Reading Road is right against the Merritt Parkway near the Patterson Club. There's no public transportation. You'd have to walk 3 miles to get to a pharmacy. It's farm country. It's
right.
It's far out there.
I mean, it's below the Merritt, but it's right on the border, right on it, right next to where the Merwins Lane Bridge is. If that helps anybody.
Nope.
I just had a question on Burr Mansion. I was under the impression that the museum decided to give up their contract on running the Burr. Is that true? Running all their events and stuff? Did you guys hear that? Does it matter?
I don't remember if it was that they gave it up, but I feel like there was something where there was going to be some kind of a shift, but I don't remember specifically what it was.
Yeah, I think they just decided that they didn't want to be in charge of doing the events anymore.
I'm assuming at the budget hearing, I'm assuming at the budget meeting when Michael Jaley comes up, he'll be revealing a lot, or he'll be pestered a lot with a lot of questions. And seems to be a lot of strange things going on there.
Oh my gosh, it is just wild what goes on there. And something is being mismanaged there. I'm not sure entirely what, but
aren't the events run by Parks and Rec? No, they're run by
no. That for whatever reason, the Burr Mansion is run by the Fairfield Historical Society, and they take a cut of I guess they take they get some sort of percentage off for managing it, but then they have like 6 people they employ to plan the event. I don't to be like a wedding planner or like an event planner. It's just kind of strange, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's got some explaining to do, I think, next budget.
I've only been in it one time for prom pictures. So I don't. And voting on the new kitchen that took over a year to build for some reason. So yeah. I don't really know what goes on there. Sorry.
They should walk right over in your fresh new hip. Come on.
Any other?
I could get you.
Any other comments on the lease?
Nope.
All right. We'll go on to number 5, I guess. To consider and act upon the following appointment to the Employee Retirement Board as recommended by the First Selectwoman, James B. Brown, Republican. Do we have any? Does someone want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion. Mark McDermott.
Again.
Mark first and Alex second. Any discussion?
He had me at hello.
Seeing none.
I mean, I don't. I almost wonder why he wants to continue doing it, but good for him. I appreciate that he wants to continue his volunteer life.
And it's a glutton for punishment, but he wants to do it.
That's a tough board too. So.
He's got the experience, though, so that'll be good.
Yep.
All right. All right, let's vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Aye. All those opposed? Anyone abstaining? Okay, motion carries 6-0-0.
Now, what would happen if someone abstained or said no? Because, Mark, you said don't come by next week.
Well, he could turn around and ask him, but
number
6.
I don't think. Well, I'm pretty confident that he's
gambling man
votes.
there. Yeah.
He's going to get 21 votes. Okay. He's probably going to be on the consent calendar, I would think.
Yep, I would think so.
All right, number 6, to consider and act upon the following appointment as an alternate to the Harbor Management Commission as recommended by the Board of Selectmen. Jeffrey S. Warren, Republican, to replace Douglas E. Menchik, who was appointed as full term, and this is from 2021 to 2023. Do I have a motion to approve this item?
Yeah, I'll approve it. I'll front pitch or whatever the term is.
And a second? I'll just make a second then.
All right, yeah.
Any discussion?
Is he showing up next week?
I would hope so.
It says he was available this week and next week, so.
I hope he shows up because I'm going to abstain today for that reason. I just want everyone to show up and be present, and so for that reason I'm abstaining at the moment.
I will do the same.
Likewise, yeah.
All right, so let's take it to the vote.
Yep, let's take it to a vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? All those abstaining?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
All of them.
Aye. I think it's 0-0-6.
Yep.
I think it's good to stay consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And given that, we're going to move on to item number 7. If anyone wants to make a motion to separate, I'm willing to do that, although it makes it difficult for Representative Horton.
That's fine. I will make a motion to separate. That's fine.
Okay. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to consider and act upon the following appointment.
You need a second, Marcy.
Oh,
I'll second.
Sorry.
Barrett's.
Great. All those will vote on the motion to separate. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Anyone abstaining? Okay, so we'll consider first to act upon the following appointment to the Board of Assessment of Appeals as recommended by the Chairman of the Board of Assessment of Appeals in accordance with Section 8.1 of the Code of the Town of Fairfield. We'll first consider Catherine Gusson, Democrat. Do I have a motion? We don't have to make. Do we have to make a separate motion for her?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Marcy. In terms of do we have to actually? Is there a way that we can just sort of postpone it, knowing that we're all going to be abstaining because she wasn't present? Do we have to make a motion to approve, or how do we do this?
Well, I think you still have to make a motion to approve.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that the person that made the motion to approve is in support of it. Just like the last item.
No, I got that. I just didn't know if there was a way that we could just not vote on it, but that's fine. I was just curious.
Yeah, we'll just take a quick vote. You can say that who wants to make a motion just to approve Catherine Gusson? Anyone? I'll make a motion just because I've heard that that she's excellent, but I will make a motion to approve it, but I'm still going to abstain.
I'll second it. That's fine. But I am also going to abstain.
All right. So let's take that to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye. Sorry. No. Take that back.
All those opposed? All those abstaining?
Aye.
Aye.
006. We'll move on. I'll have a motion to approve Judith M. Zeisblack. I can't say it as well as Mr. McDermott, Republican, to the Board of Assessment of Appeals. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion, Mark McDermott.
3 times.
And was that
okay.
Representative Durrell for second?
Yes, again.
Okay. Any discussion on this?
I actually
always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I'm sorry.
I just had a question in general. I noticed, the Board of Assessment Appeals, so the people that are on it already are the 5 elected, and so you can appoint up to 4 in addition to the 5 elected. Is that accurate?
Yes. So actually, I have some experience with this board. My husband was one of the appointed members last term. It's an elected board of 5 representatives. And that are elected when we recently in the they switched terms. It's a 4-year term, and so 3 are elected 1 year and 2 are elected another year. But in years that they expect a lot of appeals, they have the right to ask for additional members to be added, up to 4 members. And so last year was in a reassessment year, and during a reassessment year, they tend to have a lot of people come through to appeal their assessments. And right. And then I've heard that this year they also expect a greater number of appeals because people get their tax bills, yep. And then they're kind of floored by them, and then they come before the board to appeal. So they have, I believe it's till sometime in February to appeal. And then at that point, they set up one-on-one hearings between one of the board members and the appealee. And then they meet and they have to have a quorum, and then they vote on whether to put that appeal through or whether to amend it or whether to not give them the appeal. Anyone last year that was granted an appeal in any form, any type of change, does not qualify to have the ability to appeal this year. But if they were not granted it, they can come back before the board this year.
Gotcha. Yeah.
There's a quiz. There's a quiz on that, by the way.
I know. Thank you, Marcy. I guess I was just wondering, it sounded like they're just going to be appointing these 2 additional members, but they could appoint up to 2 more. Okay.
Yes. So they could appoint up to 4. I believe the acting chair, there's something in the code that it says 2 or 3 months ahead of time they have to request it. There's some type of wording. So the acting chair who at the time, I believe was Peter Rupert, he asked for 2 members. So he must have determined that they only needed 2 this year, because I don't think it's going to be as big as last year, but they do expect it to be more than the usual load of appeals.
Yep.
So that was asked for, and then I'm guessing that's why they just asked for 2, and now that's essentially what they're going to have to manage.
Marcy, have you thought of being on this board? You explained it so well.
I know.
My husband, I don't know if you remember last term, those of us who were on the RTM.
Yes.
We put him on the board, and I asked him if he wanted to repeat, and he told me he, in no certain terms, he would not. So I admire.
Thank you for the edited version. Yes.
Yes, I admire both of these women for stepping up again, because both Judith was on it last year, and Catherine was the chair of it many years ago, I believe.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Bob.
So what's your husband's next board?
We'll see. Any other discussion regarding Judith? We'll take it to a vote then. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Anyone abstaining? Motion carries for Judith, 6-0-0. I think that's it. Do we have any other discussions? I know Peter wanted
There are a lot
to
of
talk
boards
about,
in town.
but he's not here. There are a lot of boards, but did anyone attend the Board of Education budget, original budget presentation?
Ooh.
I
did.
I watched some of it. Yes.
Yeah, I just think we need to be looking for that. They had another meeting tonight that we have obviously missed.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure you could jump into it right now if you
I'm sure I
care
could.
to, because
Okay.
2 meetings wasn't enough.
Exactly.
But I would just make a suggestion, and watch it at some point. I think you should be well versed in the BOE budget and the town budget, and that's one budget, one town, or one town, one budget. But I think you should just, you don't have to watch it when it's happening, but I would suggest watching it so you're prepared. You'll already know the questions that have been asked, and you'll know what has been reduced or added to or whatever. So just my suggestion. You can always watch them on the YouTube channel, right? So the Fairfield TV YouTube channel.
Oh, Fair TV, yeah.
Yep.
Fair TV.
All right. Does anyone have any other items to discuss or any other discussion?
No, but Alex should make this.
I think yes. Do I get to be the first one? Yes, too.
Yes.
Adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Representative Durrell.
Oh, I'm the first. I am. Alex Durrell.
All those in favor?
Aye. Do we need a second? Sorry, Mark,
did I second? Did I second myself?
We need a second to adjourn, but we can do a second.
Oh, we don't? Okay,
put it to Mark. Let Mark have. Put Mark behind me for a change.
Let's put Mark second place.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I'm going by the book in the minutes here.
Yep.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right. All those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Aye.
Good night.
All right.
See you next week.
We'll see you
Good night,
guys
everyone.
next week.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Night.